Okay, basically this recording is to answer a few questions. Why should you vote for me, Vice, McCain, Obama, Ron Paul, or some other of the other candidates? First, I'm not a politician. I'm far from it. The whole time I was in the Navy, when I started getting into the senior ranks, I was told, JD, you got to stop playing the game. You got to stop playing the politics. And I refuse to. I constantly refuse to. I am not a person who believes that you have to play politics to get where it needs to be done. I'm a person who believes that it's got to be truthful and honest first and foremost. I will not sell myself for politics. Sorry, that I cannot do. Politically correct, I'm as far from it as you can get. I will never, ever be politically correct. I don't believe in it. It's just an excuse politicians use so when they're caught in a lie they can say, well, I was trying to be politically correct. Can I do the job? I wouldn't be asking you if I didn't think I could do the job, if I didn't have the ability to do the job. Okay? So one, I'm not a politician. Far from it. I won't become a politician. As president, I will become a leader, not a politician. Some people will like what I do when I do it. Some people will dislike it. Like Abraham Lincoln once said, you can't please all the people all the time. You have to do what is right, and there will be some people that are upset. I guarantee you Congress and the Senate will probably be upset with me most of the time, because they're not going to like to have to face the truth. They like to see their own little world in this make-believe atmosphere that doesn't really exist. Now, what about the difference between me and the hundreds of other people on the internet that say, vote for me, vote for me? I truly believe in what I'm doing, and I truly believe in you. I truly believe in this country, and I ask that you support me. I believe in the Constitution, the Founding Fathers' ideas, their ideals. I know the suffering that's gone through, that they go through, and I know the suffering now that the American people go through. Unlike the politicians running now, they stand and run TV ads telling how they feel for you. You count. Yeah, you count on November 8th. Otherwise, you don't matter. You count on November 8th. Otherwise, they don't even know you exist. That's where I'm different. Like one of you, I go through every day of my life struggling, trying to make ends meet. Like one of you, I go through every day of my life watching the news and seeing what our government is doing and not liking it. Like you, I am a struggling individual. And it's one thing I always said as I was going through the ranks in the Navy. Always remember how you got there, so that when you're on top, you don't do unto others what the others have done unto you. I will not forget where I came from. I will not forget how I suffered. I will not forget how I have to struggle from payday to payday. I will not forget those things. I will not forget how I look at my paycheck and say, wow, I made that much money, but I only took home this much. How come? I will not forget that disappointment. I'm not going to forget any of those things. That I will promise you. And my judgment and decisions on what we're going to do as a country will always have those things in line. Those things that you go through every day is going to matter to me. When I make a decision, it's going to be, first question I ask, is this good for the American people? Not for this group, not for that group, the American people. Not for this country, not for that country, but the American people. Is this good for them? Then, if I can say yes, then yes, that's what I'm going to do. If I say, well, maybe, then I better look at it again because something's wrong. And if I say no, I'm not going to do it. Now, how about all those other people online that say, vote for me, vote for me, vote for me? How am I different than them? That's going to have to be decided by you guys. Because there's a lot of people out there hundreds of them, if not thousands, that are doing the same thing I'm doing. But I believe we can do it. It's not a joke. It's not a game. This is something very, very serious, very solemn, very, very important. That's why I want you to listen to what I have to say. That's why I want you to ask me questions. That's why I want you to think about it. Because if you come up with the same conclusion I come up with, then yes, we can make it happen. If you don't come up with the same conclusion and think that I'm just a jerk out there, or an idiot, or some kind of fool playing a game, well, you're mistaken. And if you're one of those people who says, well, I'm voting Democrat, don't matter what you say, or I'm voting Republican, don't matter what you say, well, don't worry about it. Because I only want the people who can do certain things. Listen, think, and evaluate. Because those are the people who need to be listened to, and who cares, who hurts, who has things they need. And they're the ones that will make or break this election. So, why do I think I would make a good president? Listen to me, you think about it. What you say is what I am, not what I say. Thank you for your time.